Welcome to the first video of cardboard crafting, and we're going to use some cardboard and we are going to make a wall mural. And I think it's going to be really fun, and I hope you really enjoy your time working on this, and hopefully you can make this a whole family project. So I have already started on cutting down some boxes, so I have a good size or a good stack of boxes. I just want to go through the easiest way I have found to cut these boxes down. And you can use any kind of box you want, any size of box. This is one of the boxes that I bought a little product in. It's a warmer for a scent candle, and I've already broken it down. So this first thing I'm going to do is just tear it along the seam. Doesn't matter if it gets a little messy. This is going to be very cool right here, where we can use this as a texture. And of course you're gonna scissors. Scissors work great for these smaller boxes, and if you bend it back and forth a couple of times, you'll see that it's already kind of starting to tear apart. So you just cut that on that seam. Doesn't have to be perfect, don't worry about that. So we're going to run that down that seam, and then we're going to cut one flap off, and we'll cut the second flap off. This is also a great way to recycle all of those boxes from your online orders. Don't lie to me. Don't tell me you haven't been doing all of those online ordering. I think if I buy anything else, my husband's going to serve me with divorce papers. So time to stop visiting with the Amazon man so much. So even though these are kind of funny shaped, we're going to keep these because we can use those to cut into different shapes, so we can fill in some gaps. So I'm going to do that. I'm not going to cut all of my boxes up right now because I'm sure you get the idea right now. And then for our slightly larger boxes, I have a box cutter. And to protect my work surface, my cutting, I bought this at the dollar store. It's just a cutting board, cheap plastic dollar store cutting board. If I can put it in here, you'll see that, wow, it's been used a lot. Saved my work surfaces a lot. So again, I have broken my box down, and I'm going to bend it back and forth a couple times just to break that seam and make it easier to cut. Back and forth a couple times. And again, this is where it's glued together right here in the corner. You'll see that little tab. And I am going to tear it apart. And let me adjust my camera a little bit so you can see my workstation here. And let me keep adjusting a little bit. Okay, so be very careful if you're working with your little ones and they want to get involved. This is a great family project, like I said. So if the little ones want to get involved, you can either give them scissors so they can safely cut it, or you can take your box cutter and you can cut the boxes for them. And you just cut right down the seam. And maybe have to do it twice, especially on the bigger boxes. Scissors don't work really well on the bigger boxes. You just have to hold your hand at a little funny angle, and I find that the handles get cut or caught, and it just makes it a little difficult. So there you go, we have that, and we're going to cut down this seam as well. Again, I'm going to cut it one more time. And don't worry about the cuts being perfect. Quick and easy, look at that. And let's do this one more time. I posted a picture on our website about an idea, the idea that I have. Be sure when you're done using it, put that knife, that cutting edge away. Okay, so we're gonna go back up here. You get a look at me again, hello. Anyway, I posted the picture on our Facebook site of the idea that I got for this is to make that wall hanging, and all they had was just the plain cardboard, which is cool. I like it, it looks good. But I'm thinking if we add some textures and some colors and we Mod Podge some stuff on there, it's gonna make a really beautiful, inexpensive wall hanging way to make a pop in your room. And you can use it in your kids' room. You can use whatever colors and stickers and themes and whatever they like. And of course we'll get into that a little later about all the themes and the colors and the stickers and the textures that we're going to add. But right now I just want you to cut your boxes, find your boxes and cut them. And we're going to leave them in the rectangle shapes. And when we get to where we're working on our layout, then we can cut them into squares or however we decide we want to do, or you decide you want to do your layout. And the other thing that I have, and this isn't necessary, but I think it's gonna help, is a nice long box. Nice long box. Nice long box, and that way we can lay it out. Of course we're going to cut it like I just did the other boxes, and that way we can glue our other cardboards down, and this will give it a good support. So when we hang it on the wall, it will have a better support to hang up with. And I can't think of anything else that I need to tell you right now. So happy hunting, find your boxes, get them cut, carefully cut them, and join me here again in probably about 4 days. That should give you enough time to get those boxes and get them cut. And we're gonna work on some different layouts. It'll be square and rectangle, and we're gonna make square boxes circle. So I think it's gonna be fun, and thanks for joining us, and hope to see you soon.